Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live. As always, my name is Josh Littlequist, and today is Wednesday, day after stocks plummet. Yesterday, we had a very, very good day with the stock market, and probably listening and saying, why is he saying a good day? The stocks just cratered yesterday. Well, there are strategies for down markets. For those of you that were shorting the market, it was probably a fantastic day. For those of you that weren't, well, we might have to talk about that since it is Valentine's Day. And if you have your sweet out there, hold them tight because we have another rocky market once again ahead of us today. So what we're going to do here today in the pre-market is we do have a pre-market gap up today. So markets are looking to show some upside movement as the market opens up. Markets plummet yesterday, but did retrace some or bring back some of those losses towards the end of the day. So we'll do a quick market update. We'll look at some stocks. There were some more earnings. There was some big earnings yesterday. We will peek at our crypto once again because that is a hot market for those crypto investors and traders. And then we'll close it out for the day. But we will do a market update. Our major indexes first. As we know, there is risk in trading and investing. You can and will lose money at one point in your life. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Mainly mine. But hopefully you find it entertaining as well. Starting off with the S&P 500. SPY closed yesterday 494.08. We are showing a gap up today. Looking like we're going to gap up to 496.45. It's 8:08 Central Time. So we got about 22 minutes till the opening bell. Yesterday we were talking how we were in the show. There was a slight gap down, not much yesterday, as we did the show. And then the CPI data came out, or was leaked, one of the two. I believe it came out at 7:30 Central Time yesterday. And markets just cratered after that. We were looking at stocks, and boy, stocks were big time to the downside all of a sudden. So we peaked at that market as we closed out the show yesterday. S&P 500 just cratering after that initial report came out. So that is your S&P 500 market update. Next on your list will be the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the DIA. We were looking at the Diamonds ETF. Currently closed 382.82. Gapping up today. Look, as of right now, which things can change just like it did yesterday, looking like we're going to gap up to 383.87. So this market here still continuing to the upside after that big drop yesterday. Markets don't go straight up. So that's why you got to have a strategy with protection, stop losses, targets, and take your gains as we close every show. Collect your profits and they're given to you. So that's your Dow Jones Industrial Average update for the day. Qs, which is your NASDAQ ETF. Same story, gapping up today, looking to open right around the 430.90 area. Closed yesterday 428.55. So this one really did retrace a lot of its gains after it had opened. So the market actually, for those of you looking at a price chart, has a green candle because it gapped down and ended up closing higher than it opened at, but it was gapped much lower than the close from Monday. So that's your QQQ, your NASDAQ update. Let's look at the Russell. Russell here, we still look at it, but it's been a dog. But this one here, after 2 or 3 large moves to the upside, completely erasing all those gains, and this is probably the weaker of the four. I'm not exactly sure how many percent, but it looks like the weaker of the four on a price chart. Closed yesterday at 194.64, gapping up though to 196.98. So that's your major market update. As far as your ETFs, most of them were down. I believe USO, which is oil, was up, and it was about 0.5%. Closed at $72.65. Volatility was down. Interesting. Volatility was down. Very interesting. there you have it. All right, so I want to look at the U.S. dollar here in a second, because the dollar has been driving to the upside, and that usually sparks what happens with the stock market. Big gain yesterday, surpassing that little pivot we had from last week or 2 weeks ago. So dollar continuing to rise, 104.86. So I said yesterday, typically this is inverse to the market because it's just the way it is. The dollar goes up, stocks go down, but that really hasn't been the case for the whole year of 2024. They both have been up. So interesting to see that. And we'll see what happens. I mean, that could be a number of different things, but it doesn't really matter because our opinions will never move the market. They just get us to talk about it. Crypto looking very, very good. I will go back to that in a second because I want to look at gold and silver first. Gold, 1,989, taking a big drop. Not good for gold holders. Dropping down to, as I said, $1,989.85. So this one getting to the lows back from December. Continuing that downtrend. So for those gold holders, woulda, coulda, shoulda sold around the 2,100 area. But that being said, I do like gold long term, but we'll see what happens with that. That's your gold update. Let's get into silver. Silver to $22.10. Same story. Plummeting over the last couple days. So gold and silver not looking so good for your commodities, but oil as a commodity is continuing to that upside. Kind of a little choppy, but it is going to that upside. Bitcoin, $51,751. Woo! Way to go, Bitcoin. I have a zone up here. I wonder what that's for. I'll have to look at that on a different price chart. So Bitcoin continuing to the upside, looking good. Hopefully everybody has a little bit of Bitcoin. Ethereum, 2,700. Same story, looking great for Ethereum. I do like Ethereum. Ethereum is kind of my lead dog back in 2017, 2018. As far as what I thought was the best crypto. Obviously, as far as a percent return, I probably wasn't too far off. Bitcoin was obviously the headliner, but Ethereum has done very, very well as well. All right, but the story of the day is HNT, Helium Token. As you know, if you've been listening to the archives, hopefully you have started to do something with Helium Token. It's HNT, currently at $9.46. Coming from the upside of the $1.50 area towards the end of the year. I've been mining this for quite some time now. And yeah, $9.45. Coming right off that demand zone. Textbook, as we said yesterday. I believe if you look at the archives, I can go and show some opportunities there. But that's HNT. One of the ones I wish was just a little bit quicker, if we're following just a little bit faster, was Helium Mobile. So this is actually what we're mining, and currently at 0.003. Very good as far as that, looking good for the miners that have hotspots that are providing 5G cell services. It's called the People's Network, where the people are providing the cell service. You can actually use mobile tokens as your payment for your cell service. One unfortunate thing with that is I actually tried to subscribe to the service for cell phone. It's $20 a month. In Miami, I believe it's $5, but it's $20 a month, and I tried to subscribe to the service, and for some odd reason, it just would not let me create an account. So I'm going to try that again and see if I can get that to work. But that's your Helium Mobile cell service, 5G cell service. I'm going to try a little different trick here today. All right. So that's Helium Mobile. So next on the list, we will get into our currencies. Short bias with the pound dollar, continuing to the downside, looking ooh-wee good. Getting very close to our target of $1.25. Yes, $1.25. Looking good for that. That's all I want to look at for your currencies. Nvidia was down 1.2% on the day. Apple was down 2%. Tesla was down 4%. Tesla continuing to slide. Tesla just has not done very well in 2024. Coming off of the not highs, but a pivot here of $260 per share. Now currently at about $1.80. So not looking good for Tesla holders. Let's see, what are some other updates? Amazon was down 3%, 3.7 actually, $168.64. Google 146 down 2.3%. DocuSign was down 1.5 at 1550. Carvana was down 3%. That's a slight drop for Carvana, $51.97. Amex was down, currently at 209.67. Lowe's was down 4%, so not a good day for stocks yesterday. We will most likely see a gap up in a lot of those. Target down 3%, coming off that demand zone that we talked about at $110 per share, currently at 146. Schwab down. Pretty much everything was down except for Walt Disney. Walt Disney was actually up 1% yesterday. And rounding out the stocks, TKO 87.50. So that, my friends, is your stock market update of the day, crypto market update of the day, and currency and commodity update for the day. Today is what is the date? February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's been a phenomenal day. Hug those loved ones, cherish those loved ones, and make sure we have good days in the markets. As always, collect your profits when they're given to you and protect your losses, keeping them small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.